Hey, welcome to the channel, Shake Hands with Destiny, where our whole entire thing is all about teaching you about faith and finance. Why? Because I only shake hands with my destiny if you shake hands with your destiny. So before we get started and jump right on in here today, there's a couple things I want you to do. Go ahead and like and subscribe to this channel. If you like the content that we give to you afterwards, go ahead and like and subscribe and share this information, right? The second thing is what I want you to do is go ahead and meet my invisible co-host, Shanika. Shanika is who I'm going to be talking to today because I know y'all ain't got no issues or nothing like this. But today we're going to be jumping in. We're going to be talking about updating your personal information. Y'all, I want you to stop. I'm right now, not y'all. Shanika, you making me pull my hair out, okay? You're making me pull my hair out because you skipping this step. Do not skip this step because it's costing y'all a lot of points and a lot of time to your credit restoration. So one of the first things I want you to do, so go ahead, grab your pen, grab your paper. We're finna jump right on in. First thing is what I want you to do is I want you to actually go get your credit report, not from Credit Karma, not from a credit monitoring. I want you to go to get your free annual credit report.com. Just go there, get your free report. It's going to have your Experian on there. It's going to have your Equifax on there. It's going to have your TransUnion. What it will not have is an actual credit score, and that's okay. Because the reason I'm having you to do that is going to have everything that each individual credit bureau has on their actual report. Now I'm gonna warn you right now, Shanika. I'm gonna warn you, Shanika, what you about to find. You remember that time you ain't want to put your address down on the application. You want to put mama name down there, or maybe mama put some stuff in your name. Then you was over at your boyfriend's house and you used his address. You're gonna find out that you may have multiple address. Some of them may be correct. Some of them could be erroneous, okay? You're going to have multiple addresses and maybe even multiple names. For an example, my name is Corey. So it may say Corey XYZ, Corey ABC, Corey 123. It could have my name in different variations, but what you want your name to be is exactly how it appears on your actual driver's license. So if your name is Shanika XYZ, that's how it's supposed to be, Shanika XYZ. So Shanika, why am I telling you I want this to be correct? The reason being, keep this in mind. If you could have misspellings of your name, misspellings of your address, date of birth could be incorrect. You can have multiple employers. The longer your rap sheet looks on your credit report, guess what starts to happen? If you got 10 different addresses in the last 3 years, you start to look unstable down the line when you go to apply for different funding down the line when your credit is up to par. Okay, so we want to build your credit profile up. Your credit profile is what's going to get you some funding down the line. Also, it's called what you call an address identification number. What does that mean? Everything on your credit report is going to be tied to a particular address identification number, no matter if it's negative or positive. So let's just say, for an example, you had a collection that was 2 years old, but it was tied to 100 Jones Way. Okay, and you no longer live at that address, or maybe even that was your cousin's address that you stayed over there for a month and you just happen to use that address. What happens is, if once you update your information to say, I live at, this is my current, and I want to make this clear, we're going to change the verbiage that you're going to be utilizing so you don't catch no case. I don't want you to do in fraud and say I never lived there, and in fact you did live there for a month. But what we're going to use is what you call inaccurate information and accurate information. So it is inaccurate that you no longer live at 100 Jones Way. It is now accurate that you live at 100 Williams Way. What that simply means is, by a simple address correction, an accurate address, that could wipe off that collection. Could that increase your credit score or decrease it? That's right. It can increase your credit score, and you haven't done anything but update your address. The same thing goes for your name. The same thing goes for your date of birth. The same thing goes for your social security number. So you want to update it. And I'm going to show you a letter here in just a second. I'm going to share that with you so you can go step by step by step in doing this. Okay. So what I wanted you to do is, with this letter, I don't want you to do what all the other credit gurus tell you to do. they're going to tell you, hey, just write a letter and say, take off all of this inaccurate information. That's not the way it does. That's not the way you do it. I'm sorry. What you want to do, if your name is listed inaccurate 4 times and your address is another 4 times inaccurate, you want to then list on that letter 4 different times. This is inaccurate information of my name. This is inaccurate information of my address. You want to list that item by item. And then you want to say, this is my accurate address. This is my accurate name. This is my accurate social security number. The less is more. So I don't want you going in here saying, hey, yes, list my employer, list my cousin name. Less is more when it comes to there. You want to have your name on there, your date of birth on there, your address on there, your social security number on there. Now, this is also vital when updating your credit, your personal credit information, your personal information. Say this for me. This is vital. Say this again for me. This is vital. You must send in 2 pieces of address information. Identification information. So what that means is, can you send in your utility bill and your driver's license? Yes. However, they must match your current and accurate information. So if your driver's license is from old address 100 Jones Way, don't send that in, please. However, if you have a utility bill plus you have a water bill and they're both at the accurate address, send that. Okay. Preferably your utility bill and a driver's license is going to be preferable. Okay. That allows the credit bureaus to say, oh, they for real. This ain't fraud. They sending in their information and we're going to update this. The next thing, I always recommend that you go ahead and mail this information. Can you call it in? Yes, you can. But can you fax it in? Yes. I preferably like everything to be done in writing by letter format. And I also would recommend that you do it by certified mail, just so you can have a time stamp of the timetable. Okay. So what I'm going to do here now is I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Give me just a moment. I'm going to share my screen here. And if you notice here, in this here screen, this is just a template of the letter that I utilize, okay? And in this letter, what this simply is a letter of stating accurate and inaccurate information. You're going to address it to where the credit bureau that you're going to be sending it to. And you can, again, you're going to just make one letter and you're going to just address it to 3 different credit bureaus, 1 to TransUnion, 1 to Equifax, 1 to Experian. Okay. You don't have to change any of the information, even if one credit bureau lists certain things inaccurate or not. They're just going to take the accurate information. Okay. So again, remember I said what in the beginning? You want to list everything separately. You see where it says, please remove inaccurate personal information. For an example, if my name was here, you want to remove that here. But again, I want you to duplicate this right here where it says name. I want you to duplicate that. And what I will want you to do is go here and put it again if your name is multiple times. Understood? So if your name is listed 3 times, go ahead and do that. Okay. Birthday listed, address is incorrect or inaccurate. Even if you've lived at those places, the keyword is inaccurate versus accurate. Okay. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen here for a moment. Okay. So what's the key there? The key is inaccurate versus accurate. Don't be sending off any of these letters. Don't be trying to catch a case talking about, oh man, I never did that. That's fraud, folks. But inaccurate versus accurate, that's not fraud. Okay. So one of the last things is what I want you to do is when you go there, you're going to wait approximately 15 to 30 days, and they're going to receive that. You may just see an update in your credit profile or your credit score. Let's say, for example, your credit score doesn't change at all, but they do update your information. Is that a win? Yes, it is. Because remember again, you no longer have this big rap sheet. It's now you're building your profile for later down the line. Again, y'all, don't make me lose my hair, okay? Shanika, I want you to help. I'm here to help build you, but you got to help me out and go step by step, y'all. Hey, go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel. If you want more of this information, just hit the link below or above, and it's going to be some information regarding our ebook, regarding our courses. Hey, y'all, quit paying these people thousands and thousands of dollars for fluff, and I'm giving you accurate information for pennies on the dollar. Even a lot of times it can be free information right here on YouTube. Hey, y'all, only shake hands for my destiny if you shake hands for your destiny. Let's get it. Let's go.